Has he got a contract? Burnley have sent through paperwork. Are we doing that or not? All being well, he'll be a Mansfield Town player this afternoon, tonight, sometime. Oh well.
Welcome back to League of 72. My name is Will Brazier and it's transfer deadline day today. Now, most people stood outside the stadium getting the reports in, but here at League of 72, we've got the access. So let's go inside and chat to the people that make the decisions. Do you want to join?
This has been ongoing for probably 6 weeks now. We've been after a centre-back, 2 centre-backs really. We lost out on a centre-back in June or July now. And it's sort of all stemmed from that. We had the deal done, it was all agreed, the player had done his medical and he signed for another club the next day. So that was that set us back quite a bit. The main thing is not to panic, don't rush into anything. We've got a good squad as it is. Like I say, I was on the phone to Simon saying we have to sign a centre-back today, so I am panicking a bit, but hopefully we get one done. It could go till 1 in the morning if you get a transfer. I mean, it shuts at 11, but if you get a transfer sheet in before that, you can get a bit of an extension, which we've had to do in the past. When I was at Wigan, when we signed 8 players in one day. So, yeah, that's not the plan here. We'll be very happy just to get 2 at the moment, or to get 1 even, but I think we'll get 2.
One as recently as 18 months ago, I think Diane, the secretary, had about 4 to do in an hour.
I remember it well. I'd got one of the EFL directors ringing saying, "You've got 3 minutes, Diane, to get this done." And I said, "Yeah, can't talk now." Phone straight down. But I managed to get it done.
I don't know how she did it, to be honest. It was seconds to spare.
You try and keep level-headed. Our top target, boy from Leicester, it's a complicated one because he's coming back from an injury. We'd agreed a loan with Leicester, which was then going to turn into a sort of permanent in January. However, there's a number of other clubs in for him in League One, so we're sort of up against it. But everything's agreed. It's now just waiting on the player to make a decision.
Well, it's constant, it's ongoing, and there's every day of the year you're recruiting in one form or another, even if you're not actually signing players. We're pretty intimate in the way we work. We have an office and we have 2 or 3 of us who get out to matches, assess players, identify them, and then obviously we eventually try and sign a few.
Well, when I came in, kind of like 9 years ago now, you had the days where you'd be getting called up by opposition managers and you'd be sending DVDs over and stuff like that. So it's come on quite a way, and everything's kind of based online now. Huddley, with a big company in analysis, have the kind of centralised system with all the footage, so everyone uploads. There's no kind of like tit for tat of people not sending footage over and stuff, so everyone's got access. We very rarely take a player purely off live footage, and we'll get out to watch them 6, 7, 8 times with the people we've got. I say the advantage of, I feel the advantage of the way we work is, like Simon said, it's very intimate, very tight knit. And everyone's in the office on a Monday morning and we talk things through. So it's not the case where at some clubs you've got scout reports coming in left, right and centre and you never really see anyone who's been out to the games.
I've had this through.
Who's it from?
Agreement. Burnley.
I'm Richard Narty.
Mm.
Okay, leave it with us because I need to speak with Nigel.
Yeah, I've just put a thing aside, for recall.
Have you edited it? Is this what you've...
Yeah, loan amount, to make sure that's right. End date 7th of May, and got accommodation in that.
Okay.
So that'll just be...
Leave it with me for 10 minutes. I didn't speak to him.
Do you want the rest of it, or it's all rest
No.
of it? Okay.
Yeah, no, I just spoke with the agent. He didn't say, but he'd rather come here because of location. So I said we'll come back to you in the next couple of hours. He wasn't in a panic. He wasn't in a rush. Wasn't rushing. So. Nigel, Burnley have sent through paperwork. So we've not asked for it. So we can obviously they've just done it off their own bat. We're just delaying things, aren't we? Yeah. We're still waiting on that while we. Okay. Well, we'll sit on this. We've not even asked. I've not even spoke to them. So the agent must have told Burnley that we're doing it. I'm guessing that's where it's come from. So we're still waiting on Sam. And then there's been Forrester at Stoke that Simon and Matt are looking at. They like him, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it would be a very cheap loan, they're saying, because it will just be till January. So I've spoke to a couple that really like him. Oh, we can give it an hour. We've got plenty of time. Okay, all right. Cheers. See you. Bye bye. Bad news is Hughes is not coming to us. Sam Hughes from Leicester's not coming to us. He's
Not going to Burton, is he?
It looks like he's going to Burton. These things happen, I suppose. We did all we can, but anyway, he's turned us down to go and play in League One. Fully get it. It happens. I don't need my phone. I need my phone. That's what deadline day does to you, sort of lose all sense of what you should be doing.
Can't actually generalise how busy it's going to be. This morning I came in thinking that I knew what were going to be happening, and it's kind of all changed already. So it's just take whatever's thrown at you, really.
We've had good news on one. So
Who's the good news on the one?
Richard Narty,
Yes.
so ex-Chelsea, Burnley now. He's 22, turning 23, I think, in September. He's had a loan before at Burton in League One, where I think he played just under 30 games. So he's had a first loan, which is decent at a good level. All being well, he'll be a Mansfield Town player this afternoon, tonight, sometime. Right. Richard Narty, we're signing on loan, full season from Burnley.
I just spell his surname.
Nartey. Now you're testing me, actually. Just check that. Will Forrester from Stoke on loan, centre back till January. Played in their first team at the end of last season.
When are these coming in?
Forrester won't be coming here. He's signing remotely.
Okay.
Narty's coming over. Hopefully within a couple of hours. We're going to have a quick medical, and then he's free for you, really.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Cheers.
Well, hang tight.
And then obviously you mentioned like stuff comes through and it's concrete, but even like it's such an ever-changing day. Have you ever had stuff where the media's been prepared, everything's gone out, but then all of a sudden players gone AWOL?
Yeah, a couple of times. I had a guy in here before the pen was put to paper, the deal fell through. That's after we've done photos, that's after we've done an interview. So all we needed to do from our perspective is hit the button. But yeah, I recall 2 deals falling through, and the player just walked out back to his club.
Hi, you okay?
Hi, yeah, good, how are you?
All good. Busy, but good.
How's it all going?
Yeah, fine. Hit a few brick walls today, and sort of been a difficult one, but we look like we're getting there. I won't make the game because we've got a player heading over here shortly.
Yeah, you got it.
So Sam Hughes he's not coming. He's turned us down. He's going to Burton. He wasn't going to be fit till November anyway, but he's going to Burton. The other lad from Oldham as well. That's not happening. They want to keep him. So we moved on to Richard Narty, who's at Burnley, centre half. He's 22 years old. He's been at Chelsea before. Nigel's had him on loan when he was at Burton. He played 30 games in League One in 2019, and then he's had the whole year back at Burnley. He's been on the bench for them in the Premier League. So then we're speaking to Stoke about Will Forrester, who's a young centre half as well. Forrester's just on loan till January, 9th of January. His isn't a full season.
Okay. Alright, there's nothing else you can get out of Chip that you've got the biggest squad in the, certainly League 1 and 2.
Well, we've got a lot of youngsters that make it up, yeah.
Alright, okay.
Okay,
Good luck, David.
speak to you later.
Alright, okay,
See you. Thanks. Bye.
Hi Max, we'd like him to come to the stadium, please, not the training ground. Okay. Fantastic. What sort of time do you expect him to be?
Slide it all the way back to Shelby. Shelby chips it out to the right hand side.
I'm not bad, how are you?
I see you.
Doing well.
Yeah, hands are cold.
I
You
know.
got that air conditioning on, that
I
car.
keep the car nice and cool.
Right, yeah, you do. Keep you awake.
But you're feeling good, Nick?
Yeah, much. Good. I think much bigger and stronger than.
Yeah,
when I
you
last
are.
saw
You are. Yeah. Well, that Nando's, is it?
Yeah. I didn't even know I was coming here until I'd spoken to the gaffer yesterday, but they had to finalise everything literally a couple hours ago.
Wow, so you get a phone call, is that?
Yeah, so I was waiting at the training ground for the green light to come down here.
What are you looking for in a medical?
So the first bit really was just a discussion with Richard, really, just to get an overview of his medical history and how it's affected his playing career, really. You know, general medical, you know, heart, all the vital organs and everything, and just to see whether there is any, you know, ongoing investigations that he might need to make sure he stays healthy. Then we've talked a little bit about some sports injuries that he's had before, so he's had a problem with his hamstring, and we're just going to check that over to check that there's nothing that we need to do to stay on top of it, really.
How many medicals have you had, Richard?
I usually have one at the start of each year, like screening, going through all injuries and stuff. I think like now more than ever, it kind of, that bit of reassurance, like that, you know, it's kind of being checked, because I know there was a couple at Burnley this year that just had to go for some extra stuff just because they detected something like slightly different to, you know, the average person. So I think it just makes you feel a bit more confident that, you know, you're going to be fine while playing.
Yeah, happy. Obviously, said we'd get two centre-backs, and we've got two in, albeit one won't be fit for 10 days or so, but the aim was to get two centre-backs in. We've not lost any players. We've had no bids for any of our players, so all in all, we should be set up nicely for the season, but we'll do this all again in January on deadline day then.
Right, all done today. Massive thanks to Mansfield Town for having us down. We've seen the insights of transfers, some that have happened, some that haven't, but that's the access that you get here on League of 72. So make sure you like the video and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.